Brand new updates coming to Summoner's War, also new Hall of Heroes, but first, don't worry, it's not a sponsored bit about Raid Shadow Legends or HelloFresh. I know when a YouTuber says, first we're going to talk about something else, it usually is followed by some kind of sponsored message. We're just talking about some of the gacha gaming regulations coming to China. They did start this a couple years ago. They apparently did some more, they proposed some more regulations at the end of December, actually, so like 2 weeks ago, and I wasn't really keeping up with this. I've been so busy with other stuff, but I wanted to at least mention it today while we're here talking about the Summoner's War news, because this is going to affect Summoner's War. We'll also see, this is just China, although China is a very, very big country and controls a lot of money. So I shouldn't say this is just China. It's going to create a ripple effect. How much ripple effects across the rest of the globe, that has yet to be seen. And also how much of this gets rolled back, I'm not entirely sure. Does China really roll back a lot? I think they usually stick to their guns. But anyway, breaking news: China cracks down on gacha games. Daily rewards banned, spending capped minors excluded. So let's talk. I think they have some bullet points here. But China's rapidly growing online gaming industry is on the verge of a paradigm shift as we'll see, don't want to get ahead of ourselves. National Press and Publication Administration, not any of those words I'm trying to say, introduces draft regulations targeting excessive use and high expenditure in games. Toxic behavior. Summoner's War, I'm looking at you. Culture's like, yeah, that's why we put it on Steam, because we need these Americans more now than ever. That's probably what it is. They're like, the Chinese people are probably going to spend less. So unless we can pay off some of the China doesn't have a Congress. What exactly? Who passes the laws? The Communist Party of China. Anyway, comprehensive initiative dubbed the gaming curfew. Again, this was started a couple of years ago, though. So they started with 2021 to limit gaming by the younger crowd, under 18. I think it's under 18 specifically. I don't know if it's a different age, but I think it's under 18. Set to redefine how games are played and monetized, creating ripples of change through the gaming ecosystem. We will see if it's ripples of change through the gaming ecosystem, because this is just some laws, kind of, in China. So we'll see how strict they are about this, and we'll see if this is replicated throughout different countries as well. So let's just go over the bullet points. We don't want this to be, oh my god, it's already super long video. Prohibition of inducement rewards, daily login bonuses, first time recharge rewards, and consecutive recharge rewards are forbidden. That's kind of a big one. Well, I mean, some of these are kind of big ones. Again, if they are implemented fully and if they are replicated throughout other countries as well. I know Europe has been trying to crack down on a lot of things lately. So we'll see if they kind of adopt some of these policies for games over there. Crackdown on high-priced virtual item trading, facilitating or allowing exorbitant transactions involving virtual items through hype or auction is prohibited. I don't have any problem with these laws, because like, people have some serious issues with spending money. I'm sorry to be the bearer of bad news, but yeah. Mandatory user spending limits. Online games must implement user recharge limits and transparency. Transparently disclose them in their service rules. Stricter controls on minor access and playtime. Game publishers must enforce stricter controls on time periods and durations for which minors can access online games. Robust anti-addiction measures. No one in the mobile gaming industry, developers I mean, is happy to hear this one. Robust anti-addiction measures. Game publishers are required to establish and maintain comprehensive anti-addiction measures to prevent excessive play among minors. These regulations aim to address issues within the online gaming market and protect the well-being of minors by curbing excessive spending, which is banning inducement rewards, discouraging developers from promoting spending beyond players' means, combating predatory practices, restrictions on high-priced virtual item trading to prevent publishers from profiting off exploitative transactions, protecting minors, stricter controls on access and playtime prevents minors from developing unhealthy gaming habits. Too late. And then promoting responsible gaming, robust anti-addiction measures, guide minors towards healthy and balanced online gaming habits. Never gonna happen, but yeah, new regulations are set to reshape the gaming environment in several ways. No more freebies. Some of this is kind of redundant. I should have just TLDR'd this. I apologize. No more freebies, daily login bonuses, first-time purchase incentives, continuous. This already said, yeah, reasonable drop rates, provide direct purchase options. Open world peace treaty. Forced PvP where players are attacked without consent is banned, creating a safer space for casual players. And then talking about shielding under 18s. And this actually dropped the stock market. I mean, I'm sure it's going to bounce back just fine over the course of time. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I don't want to jump to conclusions, even though I always like to jump to conclusions. This is just they're asking people things on Reddit, which is always a great idea. New draft targets in-game spending wipes billions from China's tech. This is wipes billions. It's not permanent. The stock market goes up, it goes down. It's crazy, right? It's not wiping billions from anything temporarily, right? Yeah, off the 45 billion off Tencent's market value, but these things are going to go right back up eventually. It's not going to just stay there forever. So this is a little bit on before and after the new regulations. Before recent regulations, China's gacha law was much less restrictive. Before the new loot box regulations, games could have unrestricted loot box open incidents. There was no limit to how many loot boxes a player could open. No regulation of static probability. The chance of a player getting a specific loot box item, known as the drop chance, could remain the same for every open incident. However, when the new restrictions are enforced, games will have to adapt a whole new regulatory environment. After the new loot box regulations, games must have daily limits on how many purchased loot boxes a player can open. No more, oh, sorry, come to us. There's going to be less people spending $2 million on the game because they won't be able to. No, they'll just have to do it from other countries. Daily limits on how many purchased loot boxes the player can open. No more than 30 single loot boxes. No more than 3 10x loot box bundles. No more than 50 boxes in total. Clear in-game display of a player's daily limit, showing how many loot box opens they have left. Drop chances that gradually change in a player's favor in correlation to how many loot boxes they have purchased. I think that's the thing that I really wanted to mention here. So this is just suggestions on how to redesign loot boxes. But I don't know if I want them to give them suggestions. But this is what happened. This was when the information was released. And then this is the greater... yeah, so, I mean, it's dropped before this was even mentioned at all. And then it picked back up, and we'll see the future. I mean, they're gonna find new ways to monetize differently. Now that we spent 10 minutes talking about Chinese gaming regulations, let's spend 2 minutes, maybe 3 minutes. This is gonna be a 45-minute video. I'm sorry in advance. Talking about Summoner Wars Sky Arena. So the first one, we're on the Steam client right now. First one kind of explains the purpose of why there's an update. So you guys see a big blue box. There's some issues with the Summoner's War Steam client. So let's actually switch to the iOS version so you guys can actually see what I'm clicking on. That's what it's supposed to look like, not just a big blue box. So 821 update notice. I could have sworn in somewhere they said that this was because the players didn't have the updated graphics drivers for their graphics cards. I don't know if it's still in there and I'm just not seeing where it initially was that I read that, but I'm pretty sure they said that somewhere. I'm pretty sure they said that somewhere. Anyway, 821 update to fix some of the issues with Steam. I haven't really been having... The blue box is the worst issue that I have encountered on the Steam client so far. So, but I do have a more relatively new PC and a decent graphics card. So maybe that's why I'm not having the same issues. We also have the January Hall of Heroes. Couldn't have picked a worse... Maybe this means that he's going to be in the next balance patch. There should be a balance patch in like 2 weeks. So, maybe this means he's going to be in there. He deserves to be in there. The wind one is pretty decent, the wind gargoyle. So, I mean, use him to skill up the wind gargoyles, I suppose. I mean, keep one. Of course, every LD Hall of Heroes keep at least one. Maybe he might be strong when he finally gets updated. They're going to get updated at some point. I have complete faith because they are not good. Aside from the fire one's okay in some instances, he's pure damage. He does destroy HP, but yeah, the water one is terrible. The dark one is terrible. The light one's kind of useful. I would rather have like a Zyros, but light one does increase cooldowns. He's not unusable. So I think we did that one and Malako. Was that the team they were using? I don't know. It was supposed to be a joke team. It wound up working really well. What else do we have? Roll the Dice event. This is one of the lovely 10-year events. It's a normal event. It's nothing crazy. Just a normal event, normal rewards. Nothing ridiculous. Yep, update notice, Summoner's Wars theme notice. Oh, we had the living armor. I'm sorry I didn't do a video just talking about how the living armor secret dungeon is out. I'm so sorry. So, January 1st update. I don't know why they're calling this an update story, but we're thrilled to announce that Summoner's Wars turning 10 this year. We'd like to thank each and every one of you for supporting us the past 10 years, etc., etc., etc. 10 types of 10 types of 10th anniversary events are scheduled to go live one by one. Was I having a stroke or something? I don't know. For the first update this year, content quality of life updates are underway. We'll walk you through the details in this developer's note. Why they call it a story though? First update story. The addition of the normal monster sealing feature to the summon monster sealed shrine. I'm gonna preface this by why? Like, this isn't necessary. This is just it's stuff. Don't you want to keep playing? Guys, there's stuff. We're adding stuff to the game. The stuff has things in it, and get excited. Get excited for the things and stuff. So instead of storing like 3-star awakened, fully upgraded units, not ruined, not artifacted, but like just fully upgraded units that are maybe upgraded a little bit more and not the just base monster state, because right now you can use only the base monster in the sealed shrine, right? So if units are like level 10 and they're awakened and they're like start up 1 extra level, then you can't put those in the sealed shrine because it's not just the base monster. I hope you guys understand what I'm talking about. But now you're able to do more. You're able to add more monsters in the sealed shrine. They make these extra special names for it. The normal monster sealing feature. Like, it's just, you could put upgraded monsters in there now after this update. That's it. That's the whole thing. They got the little they got the graphics somewhere over here. Yeah, normal seal and summon seal, but that's all it is. That's it. They do have some other upgrades. It's not bad. It's not like these upgrades are bad. It's just like, I feel like they make updates and then they put stuff in them just to have stuff in them. Not that it's game changing. Not that people are gonna be like, wow, this is so amazing. Maybe I'm complaining too much, but I would like, but this is time and energy that could be put into something that's more enjoyable than, as you can see on the left-hand side, this is what I'm talking about. Like, max 6-star units can be put in the Summoner's War Seal Shrine. They could just be put in normal monster storage before. So you just, instead of putting them there, you can put them here. That's it. Did we need this? Was this a game-breaking, game-change? Like, the auto-farming, that is something we needed. That was a great update. That was ridiculous. We absolutely needed that. The 30x dungeon runs. That was a great update. Some of these things are wonderful. Some of these things are actually game-changing, right? Auto farming was actually game-changing. This, I'm going to forget that a couple days after this comes out, I'm going to forget that this exists, that you can do this, and I'm just going to keep doing it the old way. I know some people are going to like it, but I just think, honestly, I think we're spending too much time talking about the normal monster steel shrine because it's almost irrelevant, in my opinion. Then we have also monster menu improvements. Monster storage switch will be added, so you can access monsters a little bit easier than you could before. Before, you could only manage the monster storage and the monster storage in certain contexts only through Rune Artifact Management menu. With the newly added monster storage icon, you will now be able to manage monsters and check info such as skill level ups even when you're in the monster storage menu, just like you do in the monster menu. Also, monster sorting feature will be improved. And then we have Rune and Artifact Management menu improvements, which honestly, and then the ancient only, if you want to just look at ancient runes and artifacts and whatever. And then you could, oh, this is kind of nice. You can sell runes and artifacts equipped on other monsters instantly on the Rune and Artifact Management menus. So that is a little nice upgrade. And then a menu that directs you to the management page of another monster via the equipped Rune Artifact info on the Rune Artifact Management menus will be added. Nothing crazy. And that's the end, and nothing crazy. So honestly, for when I first saw it, so this came out like hours ago, right? This came out like 12 plus hours ago. Sorry, I had to go to work and all of the fun adult stuff. But I was interested when I first saw it. I was like, oh, we got changes to the sealed shrine. What else? We got the developer note. And then I was reading it while I was at work, and I was like, Oh, yeah, I didn't have to do a video on this right away. I mean, why not? I should do a video on everything regardless. But it's really nothing crazy. And now you guys like, why did I sit through this video then if it's not anything crazy? I don't know. Yep. So anyway, that's why I was more excited about the Chinese gacha gaming regulations than all of this stuff here. But if this is the first of the 10-year events, I'm not going to finish that sentence because you guys can finish it for me. Anyway, that's it for this one. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll see you as always. This is just talk for 20 minutes. That's all this video was. I'll see you as always in the next one.